Coming up on the Rowan Rundown, we have information on commencement, St. Baldrick's Day, and a special report with the SGA presidential candidate and more. Stay tuned.
This is my computer.
This is your computer. Let's go on the internet.
Let's go. Click it.
Yes.
Okay.
I cursor in between the R and the E. When I say dot, I want you to just push the period.
She's gonna love me all over again now.
That's it. Jamaica, here you go.
Here we go.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. And I did it by myself. Feel smarter.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Welcome to the Rowan Rundown. I'm Ifeoma Madiki. Are you graduating in May? Would you like to share a story about your experience? If so, the university's Office of Media and Public Relations would like to hear from you. Each year, Rowan sends out new releases about interesting graduates. Share your story could end up on Rowan's website, or it can be covered by your local news. Share your story with Barbara Bowles at bowles@rowan.edu by March 27th. It's that time again. Rowan University's annual Back to the Borough is back on Sunday, April 12th. Last year's event had over 850 volunteers, and this year is expecting over 1,000. Applications can be downloaded from the Rowan's webpage and must be submitted to the SGA office by April 1st at 3 p.m. Get your votes in for Student Government Association elections by tonight, Thursday, March 12th at 11:59 p.m. Vote by logging into Rowan's self-service, select personal information, then select survey and let your voice be heard. It's about that time, seniors. If you're a member of the class of 2015, make sure you're all set to walk at the end of the semester. Students must submit a completed commencement from the university's registrar by March 13th. A $10 participation fee will be added to your Rowan account. No late forms will be accepted. Some important deadlines are approaching for those who plan to attend summer classes. Registration opened back on February 24th, and as of March 9th, students were able to check their statements and schedules. Payment accommodations must be made by April 22nd to hold your spot for summer courses. If you love Rowan University on Instagram, post a picture of campus using a hashtag #Prospective for a chance to win weekly prizes and a feature on Rowan's official Instagram page. Rowan will host Lil Sibs Weekend, April 24th through April 26th. It is free, but registration is required. For a list of full events, the registration forms, and all waivers, visit www.rowan.edu/student-activities. Here's Robin with Rowan's softball pitcher and more in Rowan Athletics.
Thank you, Ifeoma. Let's take a look into our Rowan sports. Pitcher Beth Ann has won the pitchers award the pitchers award after winning 3 victories in pitching in the Spring Classic this weekend. She pitched 15 innings total against Grove City and Penn State. Now in our baseball, we have Monty Strictly, an outfielder who is a freshman, who is Rookie of the Year, in batting the winning bat. Who has won the title of in our Rowan sports. Track and field has gone to another level. Jesus. Track and field has gone to another level. We have 3 runners who have made it to the NCAA championships that will be held on March 13th and 14th of this week. Jeremy Strictly, Pilot, and Brown will be taking their place in the championships in the high jump, the long jump, and the triple jump. These 3 have placed in the top 3 in the nation. That is all for our Rowan Sports. Back to you, Afioma.
Spring cleaning and new equipment head to the duplicating and printing services at Rowan. Because of this, duplicating will close early on Friday, March 13th, and reopen 8 a.m. Monday, March 23rd. Production ends at noon on Friday, but the doors will remain open until 4 to pick up orders. New to the Rowan printing services, banners and posters up to 60 inches high and any length. As always, they'll offer the lowest prices for black and white and color copies. Check them out. Mark your calendars for Rowan's 2015 Family Weekend. This October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, take the time out from your busy schedules and spend some time with your families. Fun activities like soccer games, performances, exhibits, and much more will be open to all who attend. The SGA is proud to announce the first ever Academic Honors Society Fair. Come to the Chamberlain Student Center pit on Monday, March 23rd from 12:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. to find your society. All students are welcome. Coming up after the break, we have the news and entertainment. Stay with us.
Look, don't be pressed to follow the crowd. Being your own person is the freshest choice you can make. So make the right decisions right now.
The power of one is much greater than the power of a dozen.
Be your own person.
Make the right decisions right now.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Join Watt tonight at the Student Center pit for tonight's Do-It-Yourself project, which will be survival bracelets, karaoke, and the featured movie of the night, The Hunger Games Mockingjay. The event starts at 8 p.m. and all Rowan students are welcome to attend. Here's Ryan with the news and entertainment.
Thanks, Ifioma. Tonight's Prof Stock 2015 is nearly upon us and featuring featured artists Cash, Aloe Black, and We the Kings. They'll all be performing at SB Gym on March 28th at 6 p.m. Ticket sales are already closed, but if you really want to go, ask around for some friends, see if anybody's willing to sell you a ticket. Tonight at 8 p.m. at the Flieger Concert Hall, the Rowan Wind Ensemble and director Bruce Yurko will be performing new and classic works from the symphonic bands. Tickets will be free for all Rowan students and $10 for general admission. Rowan University will be presenting Chill and Chat on March 20th at 11 p.m. to invite all students to go hang out and play games with friends at the Wellness Center. The event will be running for 6 days from March 20th to April 17th. It's aimed at connecting students, whether you're a transfer or even a freshman. Back to you at the desk, Ifioma.
During the week of spring break, Lots O and O1 will be closed temporarily to provide time on the finishing touches in these parking lots. Please feel free to contact Rowan Facilities Management for questions and concerns. A $500 scholarship is being offered to undergraduate students. The Cherise Margaret Wilson Memorial Scholarship is dedicated to Margaret because of her grace, spirit, talents, drive, and magnificence. The scholarship is for students to purchase books, software, and other materials. A minimum of 2.75 GPA is required. Let's send it over to April Gambadella for Rowan in Depth with special guest Anthony Walrob.
Thanks, Ifioma. Today we have Student Government Association presidential candidate Anthony Walrab here to speak with us. Anthony, how are you doing today?
Hi, April. I'm doing very well. I'm actually really stressed out about the election, and I'm ready for it to be over.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but let's get right into it. So this is a pretty big role. What type of experience do you have that you feel makes you qualified to have this position?
So I'm actually currently the founder and president of the Rowan University Italian American Club, which was founded last November. It's currently one of the largest clubs on Rowan's campus. We're a very successful group, and I'm really proud of that. I'm also the treasurer for the Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization in the College of Business. I was a leadership mentor for the past 2 years. I actually gave that position up for my position within SGA. I'm an admissions ambassador, and currently this year I'm serving on the executive board for student government as the assistant vice president for university advancement, where I oversee 20 senators, both class senators and at-large senators.
All right, so you sound like a pretty busy guy. So how do you plan on balancing all of that along with leading the entire student body?
So the way we designed our Italian club was actually really unique. We actually have 2 vice presidents that oversee 2 different sections of the club, and we have 2 secretaries as well, so that I had this planned out for a while that I was going to run for president my senior year. So this way I can kind of sit back and actually they can shadow my position, and right now we're actually looking for people to shadow my position for next year, only because the student that takes over my position isn't really familiar with how the organization is run and running an organization on your own without much support from advisors. So I just want to make sure that he's aware of that. Also, I don't plan on returning to the CEO organization as treasurer if I'm elected to serve in this position. And I'm also going to resign as an admissions ambassador so I can maximize my potential to the fullest as president of Student Government Association.
Nice. So as you said, you currently do have a role within SGA. What made you run for president this election instead of keeping the role you have right now?
So as the AVP of University Advancement, working with the class centers has really shown me my passion for leadership, and it has allowed me to develop many skills that have put me in a better position to run for this presidential seat. The class centers have provided me with feedback that has truly been motivational. They all were very involved with the community, and they really know about issues that are taking place on campus. They were able to expand their network, and that really made me feel happy. And I actually oversee more students now than the president of the entire executive board, so I feel like I'm very qualified for this position.
You definitely are. You have a lot of credentials, you have a lot of leadership experience, but so do your opponents. So can you tell us a little bit about what makes you stick out from the rest of them, the rest of the people you're running against?
So I think what makes me stand out the most is that I have a passion for leadership, which I'm sure they do too, but I don't give up, and I'm a very motivated individual. I was actually able to lose over 120 pounds. That just goes to show you that when I set my mind to something, I'm able to achieve whatever I want. So if I want to make a change in this university, I have already been, and I'm going to continue to make that change. And even if I don't get the position of student government president, I'm still going to make that change on campus.
That's great. So you have had a lot of impact on the campus. What would you say is your biggest, what is your biggest accomplishment so far?
So my biggest accomplishment is being able to get students to step out of their comfort zone and really get involved. I actively seek students in the cafeteria if they're sitting alone. I go up and mingle with them, talk to them, let them know that I'm a part of the Student Government Association if they ever needed anything, just to kind of get to know people and get my name out there and have students really meet each other. I always try to engage students to get involved in different clubs and organizations on campus, and really just going up to people and just talking to anybody. If I walk down 322 or around campus right now, so many people know me, and I hate to say, I don't remember where I met them because I literally talk to anybody. I like to say that I'll talk to a tree as long as it shakes some leaves at me.
All right, Anthony, well, thank you so much for joining us. Back to you at the desk.
A lot of changes are going on here at Rowan. Let's hear about some of them in this segment of In My Opinion.
Welcome to In My Opinion. My name is Paul Hudrick. Today I am joined by Taylor Bailey and Samantha Rizzo. We're going to debate some of the hot topics around Rowan University. First thing on the docket is a $2.5 million project that the Rowan athletic fields are ongoing to go from a grass field to a turf field. It's a very controversial topic. Many of the athletes are very much in favor of it, think it'll help out the athletic program. Taylor, I'll give you first say on the topic.
Personally, because I play field hockey here, I play club field hockey, so I love playing on the turf. It's something that in high school I never had turf, so it's amazing to be able to like watch the speed of the ball and stuff. So when we have people come here and play with us, it's a lot more intense and like the competition's higher because we're on such a nice field. So I think that it'd be work great for our athletic teams and everything for the university.
Sam, what say you?
I agree. I think it would be great for the athletic department and a really nice way to step it up here at Rowan as far as sports who will play on the turf. And it would even be better for tournaments and other people that come and use our fields. I think it would be a more advantage to have people come here.
Absolutely. There's actually rumors of schools that actually did not want to come here because of the turf and grass field issues. On to our next topic, kind of in the similar realm. Should Rowan be a D1 school? Obviously would lead to expansion, higher admissions, and obviously more costly. So Sam, I'll give you first say, what do you think?
Sure. I think Rowan has a lot to do before we're ready to become a D1 school, but I think just like the turf field, it would really step this school up. I think we should build better facilities maybe before, but I think it would really help Rowan's reputation and this university as a whole.
Okay.
I definitely agree with Samantha. I think that we really need to take the baby steps to get there. We're not quite ready yet. I know that we have a lot of housing issues. We have a lot of parking issues, so it's going to be tough for us to bring in something that's going to bring a lot more people here. So we're going to need to take baby steps. Maybe in a couple years get there, increase our athletics here because some of it's a little sketchy now. So we have to work our way up.
Have to get to a D2 school first, and some
exactly. Yeah.
But we do have some.
Sure.
We have some pretty good D3 teams, so it could be something that's definitely much in the future. And Taylor, actually, you just mentioned parking issues, housing issues. There is a rumor that they are looking to build more housing in a parking lot across the street from Landmark, a gravel parking lot. They're actually talking about turning that into student housing. Obviously, there are already parking issues. So what do you think about the possibility of more housing being added to that area of the school?
Personally, I live off campus. I did live on campus, so I know how important it is to have housing here. I think from a commuter's perspective like yourself, it's really hard for people to come in here and find parking.
Amen.
It's very difficult. So I think from a residential perspective, it brings a lot more people into the community here, and it'll broaden the sense of you meeting people. But for a commuter, it's going to be really tricky.
Sure, and it makes more room for everybody and more incentive to live on our campus and to be a part of the campus. As far as parking goes, I think that's another thing that Rowan needs to build and improve on is more parking lots, but also with housing, considering that so many of this freshman class is tripled in small dorm rooms. Everybody needs a place to live.
Absolutely, and we've talked about as well the idea that Rowan College students in Gloucester County will also be able to live on campus as well now, so it's another thing to add to it. So for this edition of In My Opinion, I'm Paul Hudrick. I want to thank Taylor Bailey and Samantha Rizzo. Back to you at the news desk.
And now, here's Samantha with a special report on St. Baldrick's. Hi.
Hi. So pretty much on the Tuesday we get back from spring break, March 24th, where Rowan's having their own St. Baldrick's event in the Student Center Pit hosted by SCP. And pretty much what that is a bunch of students, staff, and members of the community are getting together and they're shaving their heads to help raise money for pediatric cancer research.
Okay, so how exactly is shaving your head raising, money for cancer?
Pretty much all the people called shavies, they all have their own page on the St. Baldrick's website. And pretty much what happens is their friends and family and friends of friends go on there and they can donate money. And they all have goals from $25 to well over $1,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money. Has anyone actually raised over $1,000?
Yeah, actually, the person who's raised the most money so far, Kristen Smith, she's raised $1,125, which is very close to her $1,250 goal. And in fact, the top 3 people who raised the most money are all over $1,000.
Oh, wow. So how many people are shaving their heads?
This year, it's 112, and they're both males, females, every type of person, pretty much.
How much do you think Rowan plans to raise for the event?
This year, the goal is $45,000, and which is a little bit more than I think it was like 35,000 last year, which they actually raised more than enough. So they're well on their way. They've already made well over $12,000, and there's still 2 weeks to go.
Okay, so the most important question, how can people donate to St. Baldrick's?
It's very easy. There's lots of ways. The first way is you can go on their website, stbaldricks.com/events/Rowan 2015, and you could donate right on that page. Also, you could also go to your favorite Shavies page and donate there. Plus, they have a table set up in the Student Center, and also on the day of the actual event, you could go and you could donate there too.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you, Samantha. Are you graduating in May? Spring 2015 graduation applications are being accepted through Sunday, March 15th. The final graduation and commencement information meeting will be held Thursday, March 26th. For more information, please visit www.rowan.edu/register or email graduation@rowan.edu. The Residential Learning and University Housing Office is looking for graduates enrolled in Rowan's graduate program to apply for its open positions. Applications will start being reviewed this month and positions will begin this summer. Experience is recommended but not required. Check out www.rowan.edu/RLUH for more details about each position. Spring is in the air. Let's take it over to Dylan to hear about the warmer weather coming our way.
Well, guys, we had a very good last week before spring break starts. A lot of warm weather as opposed to all that cold that we've been having for a couple months now. Tonight, high of 52 with a low of 32 before moving on to this weekend, which is going to just stay warm. Friday will be another high of 52 with a low of 40, partly cloudy, not quite as sunny as today. Saturday, a chance of morning rain, high of 57, low of 44. Before a little bit of a breeze on Sunday with a high of 53 and a low of 36. Monday will be partly sunny again with a high of 54, low of 41. Before some showers and mostly clouds on Tuesday, a high of 53, low of 35. Now over to our weather window. And as you can see here, we have the baseball field looking a lot like spring and summer. Same with Bunce Hall over here. So we can finally put those snow shovels away, it looks like.
I know, like I have been waiting for so long.
Absolutely. It's been a long winter, a long, brutal, cold winter, but we're well on our way into spring and a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, it's definitely time to bring out the shorts, you know, maybe like a hoodie, but definitely the shorts.
Sundresses, shorts, light shoes.
All right. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the Rowan Rundown. I'm Ifioma Madiki, and have a great night.